If I may just add to that question. Look, I mean, we understand Germany's relation with Israel. And we're going to say it very openly and very clearly. Supporting this Israeli government is not supporting Israel. On the contrary, supporting Israel means standing up to what Israel is doing in terms of violating international law, in terms of violating humanitarian international law, in terms of pushing towards escalation, in terms of killing innocent people. The Palestinians are the biggest victims of this aggression. But the credibility of international law is also a victim. The standing, and I have to be very, very honest if I may, Annalena, the standing of countries like Germany in the region is also a victim. This Israeli government does not care about international law. It has shown that it does not care about international humanitarian law. It has shown that it does not care about peace and about its friends. And that's why it has defied even its friends. The humanitarian axis, the US, Germany, other close friends of Israel have urged Israel to end the siege on Gaza and to allow for sufficient humanitarian aid. The Israeli government shunned them. The US, Germany, and others have been pushing for ceasefire talks. Israeli Prime Minister aborted those talks. Even the exchange deal, everybody has supported the exchange deal. The Israeli Prime Minister aborted the exchange talks because he does not want them. He wants to continue with this war. So the question that should be asked is supporting this Israeli government, supporting the long-term interest of Israel, of living in a region where it can live in peace, accepted and normalized with? Or should we face the fact that what this Israeli government is doing is rendering Israel a pariah state that will not be accepted in the region, is supporting a precedent of violating international law? And again, as I said, I mean, we look to Germany as a country that has been very advanced in protecting international law, international humanitarian law. And the question that is put on the table, when will Germany impose sanctions on those who clearly violate international law and international humanitarian law? How could anybody not endorse imposing sanctions on radical extremists like Ben Gvir and like Smotrich and others who openly justify the killing of Palestinians, who openly promote a culture of hate, who openly promote violating international law? So this is the reality with which we're all faced right now. The danger of this war continuing and escalating is a threat to all of us, to the region and to Europe. So the right thing to do is to do everything we possibly can to stop this escalation. And I think it is time, after 40,000 people killed, after 75% of Gaza destroyed, after 600,000 Palestinian children denied the right to go to school for the second year consecutively, after the destruction of every hope for peace in the West Bank, after the building of settlements, which Germany considers illegal, confiscation of land, which Germany considers illegal, what do we do now? Do we just allow one man's dark ideology and political ambitions to doom the whole region to war and conflict and hurting everybody, including Israel? Because ultimately, Israel will not have peace until the Palestinians have peace. That has been the reality. We want for the region to live in peace. We want for Palestinians and Israelis to live in peace. But for that to happen, Palestinians have to have their rights. And for Palestinians to have their rights, all of us in the international community must stand on the side of justice, on the side of international law, on the side of our human values, and say this is enough and what's wrong is wrong. It is time that this Israeli government faced consequences for the danger to which it is subjecting the whole region. And again, Germany has a very advanced sanction law system, has been at the forefront of countries speaking for international law, and all we're asking is implement international law fairly and equally on everybody else, because if we do not, it will come back to haunt us all. If we allow for the selective application of international law, everybody will hurt in the future. So I think that is that is our message. The war must stop. The hatred must end. Those responsible for the continuation of this war must be held accountable. Those responsible for war crimes must be held accountable. And all of us need to come together and protect international law, protect international humanitarian law, and protect our collective interest and our collective right to live in peace and dignity and security.